Good day, everyone. Professor Maple here, and I am bringing you a lovely little tutorial about how to clear out water. So, it seems, oh, well, yeah, clearing out water, you just put blocks there and remove them. Well, yeah. Okay, that's one way to do it. But if you don't want to use a ton of blocks and save on a bit of time, I've got an easier way to do it. What you'll need are a shovel of any variety, an axe of any variety. Just keep in mind the more enchants like on breaking and whatnot on them, the longer they'll last. You also need doors. Doors, plenty of doors. Doesn't matter what kind of door. We're not making a we're not purposely making a village. It's not for that purpose. And you also need like an easy to mine block like dirt or gravel or sand, that sort of thing. So basically, one of the easiest ways to clear out water while still being able to breathe underwater, especially in shallow areas, is just by placing a door on the bottom. A lot of people forget that, the door takes up that sort of block that would have otherwise been occupied by water and replaces it with some good old-fashioned air. Helps you breathe, helps you stay alive, and of course it also takes up 2 blocks. So as soon as you mine it, you're essentially mining 2 blocks for the effort that it takes to mine 1. So basically what you want to do is cover a certain, actually we'll go to a deeper area here just to show this a bit better. So you basically want to go underwater, get the squid out of the way, and that's what I get for doing tutorials in survival. But you want to just place doors. Essentially, I do it in like a square pattern, but as long as you sort of cover a certain surface area of the bottom, doesn't matter too much. But once you got a larger rectangle going, you can pretty much clear it out fairly easily. You just once you've got the doors down, you just put the dirt on top. About as, like here, it's only the water's only three blocks deep, but if it's a little deeper, you just keep going up. You could put another layer of doors on top of the dirt here if you have another block or 2 of water there. And then just you alternate between the layers. That's really all there is to it. And then of course, if you want to remove the layers, just take out your shovel. Don't do that, because that is not a good way to do it. But yeah, you just take out your shovel, remove the dirt that isn't making contact with the surface water, the source blocks, and take out the doors in between with your trusty little axe. And there, you've got yourself a nice little area clear of water. And of course, once you sort of close it in with walls or whatever, or if you're like me and you just want to take out all the water within a certain radius or within a certain body of water, once you've done that, you don't really have to worry too much about water coming in. Another method for taking out water, once you've essentially taken out a guardian temple, an ocean monument, you can get access to sponges, and they are super useful, well, as long as they're dry, for taking out water. This is a very thin strip, and usually you can do like I want to say a 5x5, but I usually go 3x3 just in case, and just suck out all the water. Look at that. Look at how quickly that went. I didn't have to place dirt. I didn't have to remove dirt. I have to essentially dry out the sponge in a furnace now, but That saved me a lot of time, a lot of effort, and I only had to go to one guardian temple to get it. And speaking of guardian temples, you can pretty much apply the same principles to deeper water. In the last instance, I was using those blocks to make my witch farm more efficient. In this case, I'm trying to dry out this area for a guardian farm. And in this instance, I'm going to show you just how simple it can be to layer all this sponges, doors, and sand in combination for deeper water. Okay, so we have our first little quadrant, section. We'll call it a section set up. Now we just have to go down to the bottom. Deep, dark bottom. I recommend having respiration, aqua affinity, that sort of thing on your armor. We just place some doors down. And we don't have to worry about breathing. We can also not worry about having to get back up because we just jump and we're already, because our head catches the water when we jump, we essentially have the ability to float all the way back up if we need to. So we place our doors. Make sure, I believe that's all of them. And then we just place more of our sand. And I like to have things like fairly even on this sort of thing, so my sand's gonna be a bit more thick in places. But then you just place your doors again before you start drowning, and off you go again. You could do this all the way up if you want, or what you can also do is use your sponges, put them in, take out the water, and just keep going downward until you've gotten all the water out. And then hope you have ender pearls on you, because getting up's going to be a really hard time. Or you could just, like, pillar up. But yeah, once that's done, just do your... actually, you don't even have to take out the doors. You could just dig out the sand from underneath them, making sure you don't put a hole in your wall. And presto. Presto changeo, you've got yourself a dry section of what could be a guardian farm soon enough. Now, of course, you will have to do a bit of work to do the entire area in the case of a guardian farm, but it will totally be worth it. Alright guys, that's pretty much all I have for you today, so I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please don't be afraid to share it, leave a like, comment on it, and hopefully I don't die out here. Have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye!